Hey everyone, today we're going to talk a little bit about RPR, which is Reflexive Performance Resets. So the way we like to use this with our breath work is to allow some, essentially they're lymphatic reflexes that are going to help you feel like you can open your chest, breathe a little bit better, just by rubbing a few starter points. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of cover them here. The pressure, okay, should be lightly uncomfortable. Okay, so if you can no longer breathe, okay, or function, okay, you're rubbing a little too hard, okay, but you can apply more pressure as you feel comfortable. So if you're able to breathe through the pressure, that's great. But we're going to start with being able to be comfortable with the pressure, and you can add from there. Okay. So the first point we're going to work through is the upper chest. So the Y at the top, so you're going to get right underneath the collarbones. Okay, that's going to help your neck out a little bit. So we don't want to recruit your neck to breathe all the time. We want the air to be moving through your chest and your belly equally, ideally. So as you kind of work through, you can use your thumb, you can use fingertips, okay? And even if you have, like, some people use massage guns and stuff like that, you're welcome to use whatever, but it needs to be pretty poignant. You're going to get right underneath the collarbone. She may make a face at me as we work through this, but you're just kind of working right along the collarbone, especially as you get to the center of your chest where collarbone and really your manubrium or your sternum kind of meet in the center here. This is the beginning of your shoulder. So you're going to work through that upper point here, and then you're going to work down the sternum. It's going to look like a Y. So you're just going to kind of hunt around your sternum. You can move a little to each side, okay, where you're going to have a couple points in between the ribs on the side, but also on the sternum itself, and you can work down fully there. Once you work down, you're going to run into the bottom, which is your xiphoid. We don't want to shove on the xiphoid because it could break if you push really hard on it. So when you get to the little point at the bottom, make sure you're not pressing down on that. And then we're going to find the ribs. So you're going to get the inside edge of the ribs, okay? And you're just going to work your fingers underneath the ribs a little bit. Okay, those can be a little bit tender as well. And you can even then just take yourself and fold over a little bit. So if you're doing this to yourself, if you fold over, that's going to allow you to relax your belly a little bit more so you're not bracing against it. So that little bit of a fold over, okay, you can sit back up. Okay, again, you're just looking at like an upside down V here, okay, but you're getting right into the edge, almost like you're going to curl your fingers right underneath the ribs and just kind of paint along that border all the way up to the point, not on it, and then down through the sides, okay? So that's going to help with your rib cage and diaphragm. As you make your way down, you're going to find your belly button, and you're going to come over an inch, down an inch, okay? So you're going to be looking around in your lower belly, okay? Your psoas, okay, this is the reflexive point for that, attaches to your diaphragm. So if it is tight, it's going to inhibit some of the diaphragm. So each side, okay, in towards the belly button at like a 45-degree angle, okay, just a little bit below, and you can kind of hunt around. You might find some areas that are particularly tender, okay. Once you kind of get through the stomach, what we're going to do the last one, where we're going to do a little bit of the back of the skull. So I'm going to have her just turn a little bit, okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to find your ear, okay? You can find a place right behind your ear. There's a little tender spot where it's like where your jaw is attaching underneath your ear, okay? So the back of your jaw point, you can rub that forward. So almost like you're going to take and just push somebody's jaw forward there. And then you're going to follow your skull all the way around to the other side, okay? So you're going to hit both sides at the base of the jaw, and you're going to follow the back of your skull, looking for tender spots all along the back, okay? That's going to, again, help some of the neck muscles to relax, and that's actually a reflexive point for your glutes, okay? So back of the skull and the back of the jaw corner here, glutes, okay? We're going to get underneath the collarbone for a little bit of neck, sternum and ribs for diaphragm, belly for psoas, which attaches to the diaphragm. So those are our main points for reflexive performance resets, or RPR, and that's where we're going to make sure we work in a little bit and then get some relaxed breathing in.